The breathtakingly attractive Mahasamet, Mutt, is first introduced to us in Love Sea Episode 1 when he continues to labor by deep diving in the ocean. While he travels to the island, we also encounter Tomgrek. While on the phone, he reassures the other person that everything will be okay. This will become apparent when he arrives there with his pricey suitcase and discovers Mutt has arrived to pick him up. Tomgrek is not happy about having to ride a motorcycle, and he becomes even more irate when Mutt decides to borrow a motorcycle with 3 wheels in order to get him to the hotel. Their tale of haters become lovers so begins. Tomgrek was first opposed to the notion of going to the island, but Connor, a buddy, forced him to buy a plane ticket. Tomgrek was working on a romantic novel that takes place on an island, so he thought he might as well go. But after meeting Mutt, he has second thoughts and makes threats to go. Regretfully, the visually appealing vista of the water wins him over. Really, this amazing vista cannot be ruined by even the most obnoxious Mutt. Tomgrek first meets Mutt's brother Palm at the hotel restaurant after checking in. Waiter Palm can't resist bragging about Mutt's renown in the community. Despite his seeming indifference, Tomgrek is obviously interested by the information. Even so, he makes an effort to keep up a calm front, even though it's obvious that he's upset, especially now that he knows Mutt is bisexual. We'll see how long he can maintain this behavior. Kaimak, his secretary, is overburdened with duties back in the city. Since Tomgrek is a busy man, Kaimak is expected to take over for him. She has to deal with Vivi, one of the tenants in Tomgrek's building, making unreasonable requests, so this is not simple. Vivi is using tactful justifications, such as requesting Kaimak to stop by and fix her bulbs, to hide her crush for her. Unfortunately, Kaimak doesn't know that Vivi has feelings for her. Mutt visits the motel the following day to see how Tomgrek is doing. We quickly come to understand that he is just a saint as he waves to the folks on his way. He is polite and considerate. When Mutt discovers Tomgrek sleeping, he wakes him. Tomgrek takes advantage of this to try to woo Mutt. But his scheme backfires, and he feels wounded by the rejection. He's really particular about his breakfast as a way of getting even with Mutt. Given that he is already being paid to take care of Tomgrek, Mutt chooses to comply. However, Tomgrek offers to compensate Mutt so that she will stop speaking to him with her southern accent. He ultimately overpays and becomes irritated once more. Mutt is adamant that he has to keep his word to Connor and take care of Tomgrek. Additionally, Mutt says that he can be more to Tomgrek than merely a guide, but this time, Tomgrek pushes him away. Tomgrek, feeling helpless, tries to stay away from Mutt and concentrate on his book. His inability to precisely convey the affection that his characters ought to feel, nevertheless, makes his writing seem odd. As the days pass, Mutt comes to Tomgrek and requests an end to hostilities. Tomgrek seems like he's working hard and shows no sign of emotion. Mutt approaches and peruses a portion of the book. Tomgrek is obviously not impressed, yet he is forced to accompany Mutt on a tour excursion. When Mutt takes him out on a boat, Tomgrek is eager to explore the island and see what it has to offer. They pause in the middle of the water, and Tomgrek receives a call from Kaimak, but their communication is hindered by the poor signal. Mutt leaps into the water to investigate a potential fishing location while Tomgrek is on the phone. When his call ends and Tomgrek realizes that Mutt is missing, he becomes agitated. When Mutt gets back, Tomgrek is sobbing. Tomgrek snaps at him, declaring that despite his hatred for him, he doesn't want him to pass away. Tomgrek believed Mutt had plunged into the ocean. Mutt gives him a quick hug and consolation. When he calms down, Mutt openly flirts with Tomgrek and offers to make him some seafood. Mutt is undoubtedly a slick talker, and his grin is quite endearing. Tomgrek is powerless in the face of Mutt's charms. As the episode comes to a close, Mutt dreams sensually of Tomgrek. The review of the episode. We are